I've been getting a lot of comments in the channel for various videos, basically on asking how do we purchase cigars in Havana at the shops. Are the prices based in pesos, US dollars, euros? How do we go about buying? Will they accept cash? So let's start off real quick. Some shops will sell you boxes of cigars in cash. They will accept euros and dollars. And the prices of all the cigars in the shops is priced in US dollars. If you want to pay with cash, again, certain shops, it's up to their discretion. They will accept cash. But understand that when you buy boxes of cigars in Havana in cash, you will not receive a factura or a receipt. Why is this important? When you leave the airport in Havana, every tourist is permitted by the Cuban government to take 2 boxes of 25 or 50 cigars in any kind of combination without a receipt. Anything above 50 cigars in your carry-on is going to require a factura or a receipt. And this is what they will ask you at the airport when they scan your bags. Okay, so you bought your 50 cigars or your custom rolls or your 2 boxes of 25, whatever combination, and now you want to buy more. How do you do it? What you have to do is you have to go to a casa de cambio cadeca, or cadeca for short, and you have to purchase a prepaid debit card, which then you can use in the shops or really any of the other government stores to purchase goods. But in this case, for purchasing cigars, you're going to need to have this prepaid debit card. They come in different colors. They come in red. My friend got one blue one. And they come in different denominations. You can buy them in denominations of 100, 200, 500, or 1,000. So what I recommend first is going to the shops, scoping out what you are looking for, what you'd like to buy, run the math, and then when you come up with an idea of exactly what you want to buy and how much, then what you do is you go to a cadeca, and the one that I go to is in the Malia Cohiba Hotel that's right in Havana. You can go in there. When you go into the lobby, go into the front desk to the very left of it, or you can ask. It's to the very left of the reception desk. They have a cadeca. You will go in there, bring your passport and whatever denomination of cash that you want to add. In this case, let's say this one I purchased $1,000 card because I wanted to buy 2 boxes that were $400 each of Joyo de Monterrey Especials. Anyway, you will buy the card. Understand that if you buy $1,000 or whatever increment, even if it's $100, they're going to charge $5 as a service charge for the card. So if you buy a $100 card, you're going to get $95 loaded on it, 200, 195, 500, 495, and 1,000, 995. So what you're going to do is you'll give your passport. You tell them exactly what you want to buy, a prepaid Visa card or prepaid debit card. You'll tell them the increment that you want. You'll then pay them the amount, and then they'll take your passport, they'll load it. They will issue, once they issue this card, understand that there's a date on the card. The cards expire 2 years from this date. It's not 2 years from the date you activated it or bought it. It's 2 years from the date of this card. So take a look at the dates on the cards, and you can ask them, hey, do you have any cards which are of a newer date or earlier date, so that way you get the most out of it if you intend to come back. But again, after 2 years, after this date here, it expires and it's no longer valid. What else? So what I personally do is when they issue you the card, they're going to issue you a PIN number. Tell them that you want to put in your own personal PIN. The reason I do this is I put the same PIN as my normal ATM banking card, so that way if I haven't used this for a year, I'm not going to remember what the issued PIN number is. So just tell them that you would like to put in your own PIN. They'll give you the keypad. You put in your own PIN. Once you do that, you're good to go. Before you leave, ask the gentleman in the or lady in the cage that you would like to run a balance check. And so what they'll do is they'll run it, you put in your PIN, and it should show the increment that you just purchased minus $5 fee for the card. Okay, you then go to the shops, and then what you'll do is you want to ask them if you want to buy the boxes, and tell them that you want a factura. So what they will do is they'll take your passport, write up the receipt with all of your information, your passport number, and then they'll issue. They won't issue necessarily one factura for each box. They can list, I think, up to six boxes or 8 boxes per factura. It's not a problem. You don't need a factura for every single box, but what you do need is a factura that lists all the boxes that you will bring out when you go to the airport. That's just to get out of Havana, guys. Some other questions that you've asked me are, how do I bring out boxes, or what is the rule of thumb, or what are the rules? I don't like to tell people how to take cigars, because Cuban cigars, and any Cuban products for that matter, are illegal to bring into the U.S. That being said, it's illegal to not come to a full stop at a stop sign. You have to come to a complete stop, right? So hey, we all abide by the law. Personally, for myself though, whenever I bring out more than 2 boxes or 50 cigars without a factura, I'm always going to get now we have to get a prepaid card, and we have to have a factura. And so that's what we do, guys. Rule of thumb, do not put boxes in your check-in bags. The only reason why is because the customs in Havana have the right to open up your bags when you check them in, and of course you're not going to be around there to explain anything, but they can basically confiscate your boxes before you even leave Havana. So the rule of thumb that I use is 2 bundles of loose sticks, custom rolls, farm rolls, allowed per check-in bag. 2 bundles. So that's 50 cigars, not boxes again. Loose cigars, unbanded cigars. 2 bundles per check-in bag. And you get 1 bundle per check-in, or actually 50 sticks per carry-on bag. Again, that 50 can be in any combination: 2 boxes of 25, 1 cabinet box of 50, 5 boxes of 10. But they tend to look at the number of boxes that you have when they x-ray your bags, and you will have to show facturas for anything over 2 boxes. That's sort of the default. You're dealing with people here, especially young people working in security. They're going to see the boxes that you have in your luggage. They're going to ask you, do you have facturas for them? They'll pull you over to the side. Okay? What are some other questions that you guys have asked on the channel? Yes, I know that the prices are ridiculous. The prices are going up. The prices are going to get even more expensive, certainly. My approach is, some of you have made comments about, going to rest of the world cigars, Dominicans are the best, Nicaraguans, that's fine, whatever you'd like. I think that one thing to keep in mind is that I'm looking at changing my approach into buying Cubans. I'm looking primarily for limitados, regionals, LCDH exclusives, as well as aged boxes. There's still boxes of cigars, Hoyo de Monterrey, Ramon Iones, H. Upman, that you can still find at between $12 and $16 a stick. The caveat is that I look for aged boxes, so I'm going through and looking at the bottom of the box codes and trying to find boxes that have at least minimum 3 years of age on them. I was very fortunate to find 2 boxes of Hoyo de Monterrey's, Especials, and Epicure 2s, which were from 2017. So yes, they are $16 a stick. However, I'm getting 7 years of age on those boxes. So until then, guys, keep your questions, keep your comments coming, and enjoy the channel. Thank you again for your viewership, and I'll be sharing more information as I receive it with all of you. No secrets here. We're just about sharing info. Remember, guys, smoke them if you got them.